Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all good. I'm back with another beer now that was sent to me. I've actually got this and 3 other beers in the fridge, and 2 of the other 3 beers, including this, were sent to me or given to me. So there's not much that I've actually bought that is in my fridge to review. Just the one. So this one was sent to me from my good mate John. JB from Northern Southerner Beer Reviews. Go and check his channel out if you haven't already. Top man and been doing it for a long time. And he sent me this along with 4 other beers. And the first beer of this brewery was the first one that I've done of them. So this is only the second one I've had from them. And I wouldn't get it from my way, or highly unlikely to. So a big thank you to JB for that. And it's from Vaux, or Vaux. Who are out of Sunderland. Let me just get rid of that message. Out of Sunderland, and this is a can of their Black Cherry Wave. Now it's slightly chilled, it's got to be said. And this is a cherry oatmeal stout coming in at 5% ABV, 440ml can. I'm going to guess yet again around the £4 mark probably. If he wants to comment and say, that's up to him, but if he doesn't want to say what he spent on beers, that's not a problem. Doesn't bother me personally. Yeah, so the artwork, is it what you'd sort of expect? Well, somehow stout and cherry, you sort of expect them colours on it, don't you? I keep getting bloody pictures. Go away. I bet there's a problem on the job. If they're sending me pictures, I'm worried. Anyway. There we go. Black Cherry Wave. It's a cherry oatmeal stout. Let's get it cracked open. I'll worry about that message afterwards. I don't have a Vaux glass, so it's going in my Magic Rock brewing glass, which was released for the stout that they first brought out on PD. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Little bit shot out the top there, not too much, just rose to the top. Let's get her in. Baz has got the heating on the water on. Gonna have a nice bath in a bit and get his tea. Cottage pie if you're interested. If you're not, ignore what I said. While the wife goes and gets her nails done. So, do you know what? I'm gonna leave that little bit in the can. Leave it up to there. But beer in a glass. Oh. There is nothing getting through there. And this side, I'm not going to say it's jet black. It might look it on the camera. I'm not sure it is. It looks like a very, very deep brown to me. I'm seeing no sort of carbonation going up because of light. About a finger of tan on top. Looks decent. The head's nice and compact. But it looks good. It looks good. So let's dive in with the nostrils and see what we get. Ooh, yeah. Lovely cherry note there, lovely fruity note. And do you know what? The cherry note in that, like with a stout, you're going to get sort of a dark fruit flavour. And it sort of blends with that. It's not just a stout with loads of cherries in that get, you know, and the stout gets sort of lost in there. The cherry, you know the cherry's there, but it's sort of blending with them dark fruit notes. It smells really, really nice. And I'm also getting a licorice feel. Licorice aniseed feel on the nose. That smells lush. A slight sweetness to it. That smells really, really nice. I tell you what. On the stout side of it, it's sort of in the background. Wow, that smells lovely. That really does smell good. I hope it tastes as good because it smells really good. Let's get the rest in there. Please taste good. There we go. Beer in a glass. Vaux Black Cherry Wave, kindly sent to me from JB from Northern Southerner Beer Reviews. Let's dive in. Give it a go. Cheers. Oh yeah, that's up my street, that is. That is up my street. Now, to start off with, getting, you know, for me, I always think having a good head on a beer always makes that mouth feel and body feel better. I'm getting the same from this. 5%. It's got a lovely creamy head on it, which adds to that body, which isn't. It's certainly not bad, nor is it poor. It's a good solid sort of 5% beer sort of body, and that head adds to it. Minimal carbonation. The beer anyway is super smooth. That minimal carbonation, again, I'm not going to say it's adding to the smoothness, but it kind of is. Small bubbles, just sort of like aerates the beer slightly, maybe makes it feel a little bit more fluffy. Absolutely glides down the hatch. Smooth, silky, creamy. I was expecting to get an oatiness on the nose, which I couldn't pick up. Now maybe it's just because I was blinded by the other aromas. Yeah, there's maybe an oaty aroma in there. Yeah. And the oats are probably giving this beer a slightly better body as well, giving it a bit more fullness as well. It's quite tough. For me, that mouthful then, I felt like I was getting that stouty side, and within a couple of seconds, getting something very oaty. It's a sort of like stout, and then that oaty feel to it. The cherry and the fruitness, dark fruit side of it come through. And then it went back to being stouty again. But I could be totally wrong. 5% drinks like an absolute, pardon me, dream. As you would expect. God, I've got the hiccups now. Yeah, I've been saying cherry. Well, the cherry is there. Dark fruits, maybe a little vine note in there. I think the cherry that is in there, although they've called it black cherry stout, and you can get black cherries, can't you? If I'm correct, definitely gives it a different vibe. But that cherry isn't overpowering. I think what they've used is the cherry in the title is not necessarily saying this is going to smack you in the face with cherry, cherry, cherry. I think what it does is just enhance all the other flavours in there. But it is an excellent beer, it really is. I really like this one. That is nice. That is nice. I wouldn't say it's certainly not one of them real sweet sort of stouts, nor is it particularly bitter, but there is that little bitter back end to it. You could say you pick up a little bit of a roasted coffeeness or coffee thing going on. The more you go down, the more your palate adjusts. I'm going to say now I'm just sort of picking up that little roasty coffee note. But it's a little banger. It really is. Really decent beer. So my second one from Vaux, and their Black Cherry Wave cherry oatmeal. And see, that just says cherry oatmeal. So maybe it's just cherries. Is there a black cherry? I don't know. I'm talking bollocks here, and I'm just talking in my head. But yeah, that is a very, very decent beer. So a big thank you to JB for sending me that. I like that, mate. That is really good. If you've seen it and you're thinking of getting it, well worth picking up. You know, if you're expecting a big cherry bomb, maybe don't. But if you're expecting that cherry vibe and a lovely fruitness and a lovely vineness about this beer, that's what you're going to get. And if you've had it before, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you again soon on another one. Cheers.